Okay, 5:45, I'll now call public hearing
Just doing two.
to order. You can listen to the report.
Yes, I'm Stephen, is lead us in a first report. We're very proud to announce how well the team has done. We're started pulling that information up. This is something that the district continues to excel in, and we're very proud of this information.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Ball. Members of the board, tonight we have the public hearing for the first report. So what is the first report? It is TEA's system of scoring for school finance. And so TEA requires all districts to present to their school board once a year. Tonight we'll be going over the results from the 22-23 school year. All right. The scoring report, you can see that you can receive an A, B, C, or a failing. So those are the scores you can receive. And of course, Southwest ISD for the 22nd year in a row received an A, superior rating. Good job. All right. So there are 21 criteria this year that they use to determine the score from the items from the 22-23 fiscal year. And so we received 92 out of 100 for Southwest ISD. I'm not going to read over every single one of them, but there are a couple that I would like to touch on. So here we go. All right. I'd like to draw your attention to item number 6, which is on a couple pages down. Number 6 talks about the fund balance and lets us know that the fund balance back in 22-23 had enough money to cover any operational days in case we were overspending. All right. Oops. Number 9 also talks about the fund balance. And this measure talks about if you exceed your revenues with your expenses. And if you do you have enough money on hand to cover those as well? So that is also a yes. So good job. All right. Also like to talk about criteria number 13. Number 13 talks about the administrative ratio. And you can see that Southwest ISD continues to have a very strong ratio of district administration to the rest of the district. So any questions on those 21 disclosures from 22-23 school year? All right. Now we move on to the disclosure page. Within the disclosure page, we have the first up is the superintendent's contract. Superintendent's contract must be posted on the school district's website, which it is. Number 2 disclosure is any reimbursements received by the school board members for the fiscal year 23-24, which was last year. I like to change it up a little bit. So as you can see, those are the items that we spent on the school board for trainings and other items. All right. Item number 3 disclosure is any compensation received by the superintendent for the 23-24 school year. None was reported. All right. And then one of our other disclosures, any gifts received by the school board members, none reported. And this concludes the first report. Any questions?
Hearing none at this time. The public may ask questions on the first report if they would like. Is there anyone here that would like to ask a question which was reported? Hearing no questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
And at this time, we will adjourn to the special meeting. At 5:49. We will begin our regular meeting at exactly 6 o'clock. And I know that's why most of you are here, if you're here to cheer for the record. So at 6 o'clock, we will begin our regular meeting. Thank you. Good evening. I will call this regular meeting for November 19th, 2024 beginning at 6:02. We would like to begin, first of all, welcome everyone. You know, we moved it over here because we knew we'd have a big, beautiful crowd tonight, and it's good to see all your faces here, especially our students, who are going to be recognized today. Yeah, it's okay to smile, okay? I know you're a little nervous, I know you're a little scared, but it's okay to smile. We would like to begin our meeting with our invocation pledges.
If everybody can stand, if you are able. As we gather here today, let us take a moment to reflect on the season of gratitude around us. Thanksgiving gives us an opportunity to pause and recognize the blessings in our community. We give thanks for the dedication and hard work of our teachers, who inspire and guide our students to achieve their very best. Their commitment to excellence is a cornerstone of our success, and we honor their unwavering efforts. We also celebrate our students, whose achievements we recognize tonight. Their pursuit of knowledge and growth reminds us of the bright future ahead. May their successes fuel their confidence and encourage them to reach for even greater heights. Let us carry forward the spirit of collaboration, understanding, and kindness as we work together for the good of all. May this meeting reflect the shared purpose and vision of ensuring a supportive, inclusive, and thriving educational community for all. In your name we pray, amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, now the moment we've all been waiting for, recognition.
Good evening, everyone. Let's go ahead and begin. First, we're going to recognize our Students of the Month. Would Elena Salazar from Hidden Cove STEAM Academy please come forward? Hidden Cove STEAM Academy is proud to celebrate Elena as Students of the Month. Elena is a natural leader and excels in her classes and stands out as a caring, dependable peer. As an active student council member, she balances her responsibilities with focus and determination. Known for her bright, funny, and helpful personality, Elena leads by example and encourages positivity among her classmates. She strengthens the family-like atmosphere at Hidden Cove by supporting others and creating a sense of community. Elena's character and dedication make her a role model and an inspiration to everyone around her. She truly represents what it means to be a Hidden Cove STEAM Academy Mighty Eagle. Congratulations. Would Resnick Middle School's Michaela Day please come forward? Resnick is proud to celebrate Michaela Day for her hard work, dedication, and passion for learning. Michaela has excelled in academics, citizenship, and creativity, shining as a member of the Penguin Project and working closely with DLC's students. Her kindness and enthusiasm inspire everyone around her. Michaela is a campus leader who participated in the PAM Leadership Symposium, completing a mentorship program and showcasing her leadership skills. Whether leading projects, helping peers, or contributing to the community, she consistently sets an example for others to follow. The Resnick School community is excited to see her future success as she plans to attend Cass Stem High School next year. Congratulations, Michaela. Resnick Jets are proud of you. Would Southwest Legacy High School's Sarah Hernandez please come forward? Southwest Legacy is proud to recognize senior Sarah Hernandez for her kindness, compassion, and dedication. Sarah goes above and beyond to help others, especially through her work with the Best Buddies program, where she creates a welcoming and inclusive space for students in the special education program. Her commitment to serving others also shines in her role on the Southwest Legacy Truancy Committee, where she shares creative ideas to keep students engaged, and as a volunteer with her church, where she makes a positive impact in the community. An honor roll student with perfect attendance, Sarah balances her academics with her passion for helping others. She plans to pursue a teaching degree to become a life skills teacher. Congratulations, Sarah.
I'm gonna offer her a job right now. She said she's gonna be a teacher, so we want you to come back. And she has perfect attendance, so congratulations. If the family or parents of these three wonderful young ladies will please stand, we'd like to recognize you also. Any family? Woo! Awesome. Okay, we'll take a group picture.
Big smile. 1, 2, 3. Anybody else want to take a picture?
Awesome. Very proud of you. Very
And now for our Rising Stars attendance winners. We're proud to announce the winners for November. These students have shown incredible growth, making positive changes and improving their attendance. We are confident that their hard work will continue to impact their entire school experience at Southwest ISD positively. This month's winners are from Southwest Elementary, Cecilia Morales.
with me. You get a trophy and all right. Yeah, I'm gonna hold this, and then you're gonna go around and shake their hand, and then come right over here, and then I'll give this right back to you, okay? Great job.
From Scobie Middle School, Dominique Sanchez Gonzalez.
Proud of you. You get this and this. You'll join me, Hugh. Go take a picture right here first. I'm gonna put this for you right here so you can shake their hands also, okay? And this. Way to go, we're so excited.
And from Castem High School, Diego Carrasco.
Shake their hands. And you hold yours. It's right here.
Big smile. And 1, 2, 3.
And the parents or family of these three wonderful students that are here, please stand. We want to recognize you also. Every day, okay? Proud of you guys. Thank you. I'm looking to have a seat.
And now for our SWISD Christmas card winners. This year, the Southwest ISD Christmas card, the Fine Arts Department held a contest for elementary, middle, and high school students. They created a card that will be distributed during the holiday season, and we are excited to recognize the winners and present them with a $125 gift card. The elementary school winner is Cameron Howell from Crewell School of the Arts. Her teacher is Claudia Cardenas. Is her teacher here? We have a special surprise for you as well. The middle school winner is Zoe Serrano from McNair Middle School. Is her teacher Monica Guerra here? Is her teacher Monica Guerra here? We'll send her with a surprise a little later. Stand right here. The high school winner is Ariana Vasquez from Southwest Legacy High School. Is her teacher Viviana Vega Lurup here? Stand.
So this is a contest that I started this year and I am extremely proud of. I'm very old-fashioned and I love to give Christmas cards. And now the most beautiful thing is the Christmas cards that people get all over the community are going to be our kids' cards. So our kids' cards are truly made into beautiful Christmas cards. So these will be all over San Antonio, these beautiful Christmas cards. So I am extremely proud of y'all, very, very proud. So you'll see their Christmas cards, and each one of you board members will get a bag with these beautiful Christmas cards that you can use from our students. It has all their information in the bag. So let's give these students another round.
If you want to stand behind her. Get a big smile. 1, 2, 3.
Any family members for these students and our teachers too? Any family members? Will you stand if you want to So the students get to take home these large Christmas cards. So at Thanksgiving, you can tell all your family what you made. You made an official Christmas card that's going to be mailed all over San Antonio. So congratulations. Thank you. Y'all may have a seat. Thank you so much. Thank y'all very much. Thank you, sweetheart.
For many years, the Southwest Communities and Action Committee has worked with law enforcement, community agencies, and Southwest ISD to celebrate our public servants and ring in the holiday season. Joining us now is Blue Santa to invite you to this year's Blue Santa Parade and Festival taking place December 14th.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Board members, Dr. Ball, thank you very much for the invitation of being here. I want to take this opportunity to invite everybody out to the annual Miller's Pond Blue Santa Parade and Community event on Saturday, December the 14th, starting at 10 a.m. We'll have the parade, we'll have a bunch of festivities, so please come out and join us and have a good time with us at the Millerton Blue Santa Parade, 10 o'clock, Saturday, December the 14th. Thank you, guys.
Now we will recognize our Blue Santa poster contest winners. Our middle school winners, first place is Jesse Velasquez from McCullough Middle School. Second place winner is Andrea Huerta from McNair Middle School. Third place winner is Kendall Herring from McNair Middle School. Honorable mention is Jaslyn Lopez from Scobie Middle School. And now for our elementary school winners from 3rd through 5th grade. First place is Ariana Renteria from Bob Hope Elementary.
She would like for me to make sure that I announce that her team won last night. Awesome, okay, motion to adjourn.
Also from Bob Hope Elementary is second place winner Geraldine Rodriguez. Third place is Leila Valderas. Honorable mention is Angeles Diaz from Indian Creek Elementary. And our elementary school winners, kindergarten through 2nd. First place is Nathaniel Stute from Bob Hope Elementary.
Great job, shake your hand, okay? Good job.
Also from Bob Hope Elementary is second place Antonio Luna Jr. Third place from Crewald Elementary School of the Arts is Mason Cano.
Okay, hold on. Okay, right here. I'm coming. Okay, Mason, right? Mason, congratulations.
Also from Crewald School of the Arts is honorable mention Brielle Paredes.
Is that all of them?
Yes.
Richard, Blue Santa, and Miss Gallina, will you join us?
While they're going up there, we'd also like to recognize some of the teachers of these art students. From McCullough Middle School, teacher Veronica Gonzalez Hernandez. From McNair Middle School, teacher Monica Guerra. From Scobie Middle School, Teresa Gutierrez. From Bob Hope Elementary, Alex Gill. From Indian Creek, Gustavo Menendez. From Creewald Elementary, Claudia Cardenas.
Big smile. 1, 2, 3. Right here. Big smile. 1, 2, 3.
All the parents, will you please stand up so we can recognize you?
Thank you.
Everybody can have a seat.
I'd also like to thank Officer Pryor for bringing Blue Santa here. Thank you so much. And now for our Teacher Apple Awards. Will we have some helpers coming forward, please? This year, we are once again honoring our dedicated teachers who have made a significant stride in helping students reach critical academic goals. This award will recognize teachers whose commitment has directly contributed to achieving Southwest ISD student achievement benchmarks, which serve as a core measure of our district's success, which include 90% of students meeting the approaches level, 60% of students achieving the meets level, and 30% of students reaching the master's level. Teachers whose students reach one of these goals will receive the Green Apple Award. Those whose students reach 2 goals will receive the Red Apple Award. And the Gold Apple Award, our highest honor, celebrates teachers whose students have met all 3 goals. Teachers, when I call your name, please come forward, accept your award, and take a photo with Dr. Ball and your principal, and then you may take your seat. Let's begin. From Big Country Elementary, Tony Davison, 5th grade reading, Green Apple. From Big Country Elementary, Ada Perez with 2 awards, Green Apple and Red Apple for 5th grade math and reading. From Bob Hope Elementary, Marsha Rios, 4th grade reading, Green Apple Award. From Elm Creek Elementary, Irene Cardona, she wins a Green Apple Award for 1st grade math and a Green Apple Award for 4th grade reading. Also from Elm Creek Elementary, Gloria Carejo, she receives a Red Apple Award for 4th grade math. Also from Elm Creek Elementary, Vanessa Sines. She receives a Green Apple Award for 5th grade math and a Red Apple Award for 5th grade reading. Also Also from Elm Creek Elementary, Lucina Tamayo. She received a Green Apple Award for 5th grade math. From Indian Creek Elementary, Yolanda Garza received a green apple for 3rd grade reading. From Crewald Road School of the Arts, Ashley Alexander. She received a green apple for 3rd grade math. Also from Crewald School of the Arts, 5th grade, Brianna Trevino. She received a Green Apple Award for 5th grade reading. Also from Crewald Road School of the Arts, Savannah Cepeda. She receives a Green Apple Award for 3rd grade reading. From Meadow Creek Elementary, Cynthia Espinosa receives a Green Apple Award for 4th grade reading. Also from Meadow Creek Elementary, Josefina Lopez receives 2 awards, a green apple for 3rd grade math and a red apple for 3rd grade reading. From Sky Harbor Elementary, Lilia Carrillo. She receives a Green Apple Award for 5th grade reading. Also from Sky Harbor, Viviana Rodriguez receives a Red Apple Award for 5th grade math. From Southwest Elementary, Sonia Molinar received a Green Apple Award for 3rd grade reading. Also from Southwest Elementary, Yara Shutter. She receives 2 awards, a green apple for 3rd grade math and a gold apple for 3rd grade reading. From Spicewood Park Elementary, Alita Cruz. She receives a Green Apple Award for 5th grade reading. From Sun Valley Elementary, Megan Ferry receives a Green Apple for 5th grade reading. From Sun Valley Elementary, Scott Flanagan. He receives a Red Apple Award for 5th grade reading. Also from Sun Valley Elementary, Abigail Rodriguez. She receives a Red Apple for 3rd grade reading. Also from Sun Valley Elementary, Hannah Toussaint. She receives a Green Apple Award for 5th grade math. Also from Sun Valley, Michelle Vardo Garza receives a Red Apple for 3rd grade math. From Scobie Middle School, Carrie Lovett. She receives a Green Apple for 7th grade ELA. He. Also from Scobie Middle School, Damaris Young receives a Green Apple Award for 6th grade ELA. From Castem High School, Yamile Pilar, she receives a Red Apple for biology. From Southwest High School, Keith Gareto receives a Green Apple Award for U.S. History. Also from Southwest High School, Rachel Hart receives a Red Apple for U.S. History. Also from Southwest High School, Alex Natal receives a Green Apple Award for U.S. History. Also from Southwest High School, Hillary Rodriguez receives a Gold Apple for U.S. History. Also from Southwest High School, Victoria Vega Riojas receives a Green Apple Award for biology. From Southwest Legacy High School, Renee Delgado receives a Green Apple Award for biology. Also from Southwest Legacy High School, Antonio Farias receives a Green Apple Award for English 2. And also from Southwest Legacy High School, Courtney King. She receives a Green Apple Award for English 2. And this concludes our recognitions.
Board President, if we could take a small break, we have some refreshments, and it gives us an opportunity to honor the recent people that we just recognized.
Okay, at this time, we'll take a small break for refreshments, and then you can also leave after that, okay? Because the rest of the meeting is not gonna be as exciting as this one, okay? Thank you so much, and congratulations again. We'll go on to item 5, no, item 4, public comments. No. Okay. Item 5, consent agenda. Board members, you have that, A, B, A1 through 2, and B 1 through 9. Questions, anyone? Any items need to be pulled?
Second.
The motion and second. Having no questions, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Then we'll go to board amendment. Item 6, items of information, construction update. Mr. Thomas.
Good evening. So just a quick construction update. Central office, the new central office building, the contractor has finished erecting steel on the first building, which is the administration side building. As of this week, they're putting the decking on the roof today and pouring the concrete slab on the second floor of that building Thursday morning at 2 o'clock. So Building A, which is the board meeting and the Professional Development Center, the steel erection started today. As soon as they get that other side poured and the deck on the roof of Building B, they'll move over to that one. So moving along pretty good there. No issues at this time. I think we have a lot of material on site, so everything's moving along pretty smoothly there. At Bob Hope Elementary, the new addition piece that connects the gym to the building is steel erection was completed this week. They are working on putting on the decking and at the same time putting up the exterior metal stud walls and sheething. The area that we took over, which was the old library that was converted into 6 new classrooms, we're planning on moving kids out of some of the other rooms and into those new 6 rooms over the Thanksgiving break, along with the 4 portable classrooms. So we'll be moving 9 rooms, I believe, and then those areas that we moved kids out of, one of them will be where the new library is going, and the other 4 are going to be where the new special ed unit is getting built. So the parts that are going to take the longest on the renovation side on the inside are getting taken over. Hopefully, when we come back from Thanksgiving break, will be moved. I think as far as Elm Creek, Crewald, and Southwest Elementary, they're all kind of in the same stage. We've bid out or are in the process of bidding out the package 1, phase 1 for each one, which is basically the portable packages, to make sure that we get those down and ready. The plan is to have most of that work done between January and spring break, and then at spring break, hopefully be able to move folks into portables and take over portions of the building, ramping up into the summer to try and knock out as much as we can during the summer at all 3 of those projects. So I don't know if anybody, we also are going to be going back, now the football season, we're no longer having home football games. We will be starting back with the screen work that needs to go onto the press box. But outside of that, everything's moving pretty smooth right now. No complaints, unless y'all have some.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, board members, monthly tax report, financial report.
No, the tax report, I mean, everything's starting off.
Just starting.
Yeah, it's all brand new. The best report's there. I mean, the rates are starting to go down because of what's happening with the Fed. So, I mean, we were really great last year with investing, and so we're starting to see a little bit of change there. But as far as the financial and the tax report, we're really starting off fresh.
And the first percentages. Okay, and report of gifts and requests. Board members, stop me at any time you have a question. Enrollment report. Okay, time to make a comment. With purchases over 50,000. Okay, item H, discussion of intruder protection audit findings.
Say something Miss, about the budget real quick.
Good evening, Board. Dr. Ball. Top priority of Southwest ISD is keeping students, staff, and visitors safe anytime they come onto our property. TA recently conducted intruder detection audits at one of our sites. Audits test whether campus is accessible to unauthorized individuals, also test to see if there's any gaps in our safety and security. We acknowledge that parents and community members are likely very interested in the results and details of the audit. However, it is in the best interest of the students that we do not share this information with the broader public, as it could lead to compromising security information. Specific details of the intruder detection audit will be discussed in the executive session. It's also been discussed with the District Safety and Security Committee earlier today. Southwest ISD is committed to providing a safe and secure learning environment for our staff, students, and visitors. This is an item of information.
Thank you. Okay, first reading for an update to board policy EEC local.
That'll be me. So, in the last couple of years, we have seen changes to our DEC, local policy, which basically help make determinations of what benefits our employees receive. We take the recommendation from TAFE, and we usually take it and look at the practice that we have generally in district. In the last two changes, it excluded all employees from receiving temporary disability leave. And we've historically always had that practice of allowing all employees to have TDL to allow them an opportunity to recover from whatever injury they were having. And so we would recommend that we put that back into place and that we don't exclude any employee from the potential of being able to have TDL come back to work.
Questions? Thank you. We'll now move on to item 7, administration of human resources. A, consider the approval of the amendment to the district innovation plan.
Yes, Mr. Ramirez, has some information that he'd like to share.
And so this is truly a passing of the torch because Mr. Ramirez has always been in charge of our district renovation plan. And as he's moved on to our chief of staff, now this work will be tasked to Mary Lou Hernandez. And so she'll be taking on this aspect of it, but for now, you get them both.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Ball, senior leaders. We are passing around an updated or revised version of the amendments that we are actually proposing. You have two documents in the folder that you're receiving. One of them is the amendment that we are going to be discussing and presenting here shortly. Every year we evaluate our District of Innovation plan to determine whether it's meeting district needs. And so at times we find ourselves wanting or needing to take advantage of some additional flexibilities that a District of Innovation plan sometimes provides. There are two areas that we are proposing amendments for to our plan. One of those areas deals with school start date. Right now, the requirement is that districts do not begin school prior to the third Monday in August. And what we're finding is that in taking a look at other districts in our service center area, we found that out of the 53 districts, 8 actually started later than all the others, and those 8 started around that third Monday in August. So we actually started significantly later than some of the other districts and most of the other districts in our region. So one of the things that we want to do is make sure that as we consider our start dates, we look at a school schedule or calendar that actually aligns with some of our colleges and universities that provide services to our students. We want to make sure that we consider events calendars, especially extracurricular events calendars, and we also want to consider the balancing of semesters as well. So one of the things that we are proposing is that we have, or amending, is that we provide our district with the ability to decide on an annual basis when we are going to actually start school, based on the needs of our students, based on the needs of our families in our community. So the first part of our amendment really deals with giving our school district the flexibility to do exactly that, to decide on an annual basis when we are going to start in August. Okay? So we also have another amendment that we are going to share as well that we're going to propose.
The second amendment involves the use of e-cigarettes, and the Texas Education Code 37.006 provides that a student be removed from class and placed in a DAP setting when found with an e-cigarette. And this is when found with an e-cigarette, whether it's empty, whether it contains nicotine, whether it contains THC. With this exemption, this would allow the district to distinguish between the possession of an e-cigarette that contains nicotine or is empty from one that contains THC by being exempt from a mandatory removal to DAEP. Mandatory placement to DAEP will still be considered for e-cigarettes containing THC. For e-cigarettes that are empty or contain nicotine on first offenses, consequences will range from a minimum of 3 days ISS to DAEP with counseling and interventions provided. And so this is really going to give us the opportunity for the campuses to decide and consider things like history of behavior, intent, things like that the current law already requires us to do. Any second offenses for e-cigarettes that contain nicotine or are empty will still be considered for mandatory removal to DAEP. We really believe that a lot of our students, and we know actually that a lot of our students that go to DAEP are first timers and only timers. 80 to 85% of our students really are only timers. And so if we can do something to keep them on campus, keep them getting the instruction that they need, and provide them with the counseling support and interventions, we really believe that that's going to help support our students and our population.
So at this time, we're asking that the board approve our amendments to our proposed amendments to the district innovation plan, the current plan.
Board members, questions?
And this was the calendar that they were going to understand.
This is the next one, so this is just about the DOI.
And principals at each of our high schools, they're good with the recommendations of the e-cigarette?
The ability or the option to always work with students at the campus level has really always been there. Campuses do have the ability to override a mandatory placement. So really all we're doing is kind of putting that flexibility in our DOI plan.
Okay.
So
They're already
yeah,
doing it.
they're already doing
Brought
it.
to
Yeah.
us actually by an administrator who found out that another district was doing it, and then we started looking at other district policies and found that because of this new law that just passed, it escalated the number of students going to DAEP for 30 days, 45 days, which changes the trajectory of a child. It truly does. And so allowing the flexibility to the administrators to make determinations based on they were holding you for a friend, this is a first time offense, there was nothing in that container, whatever it is, that they can take those considerations, allows more flexibility to the campus to make determination instead of mandatorily sending everybody, no matter what the situation.
And it is still at their discretion. So minimum ISS 3 days up to DAEP placement. It is completely at their discretion.
Just want them to know that it is okay to not have to go to DAEP. So.
I have a question on the calendar issue. How does that affect the school that we have in Palo Alto? Because I know they always have different starting dates.
So CAST calendar actually is a separate calendar. And so after we approve, so the next item will be a calendar suggestion. They do that independently and they run that the same way we run the district, which is voting and looking at the dates and partnering up with what Palo Alto already has in existence for their calendars.
I move.
I second.
We have a motion, a second, that we approve the amendment to the district evaluation plan to allow the district flexibility in selecting the dates to begin the school year annually through the calendar adoption process and flexibility in mandatory placements for these students. Now, is it a motion? Okay, so do we want to discuss the calendar first?
No, so everything is just approval for DOI, the calendar is a separate item.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Okay, now, school calendar.
So we, district has been working on a calendar, a proposed calendar for the 25-26 school year. And so we took several steps to actually get to where we were able to present one for consideration. And so in creating several options, we wanted to make sure that we kept in mind the requirement that students actually be educated for 75,600 minutes during a calendar year. So with that in mind, several options were actually taken to our district improvement team on October 23rd, and there was discussion about what we thought would be best for our district. And after presenting to our DIT and getting feedback from them, getting input from them, they actually voted to move forward with 3 calendar options. Those were also shared with our employees superintendent advisory committee as well. We got feedback from them also, took some information from them and considered that also. And in addition, a calendar committee also convened to discuss what we felt was going to be important to our district as far as a calendar. And so there were 3 options that were actually presented to our district employees. We had about 700 employees vote on the calendar options, and one really stood out more than all the others. Of the 700, votes or results, one calendar got about 60% of the favorable votes. So that particular calendar you see in front of you in your folder, but you also see it on the screen as well. And what was interesting about this calendar was that it started off being kind of its own option. We had an option that resembled Northside's calendar because we knew that in the past that was important for us to consider. The second option, option B, what you're seeing in front of you, actually had a couple of breaks built into months that we normally don't see a break. And we felt like that was important. Actually, our committee members felt like that was important for our employees. For example, in February, normally students are off in the middle of the month, but employees come in to work that day. In October, we typically don't see any holidays at all or breaks at all. So Calendar B was designed to kind of create a 3-day weekend in every month, or to ensure there was a 3-day weekend for everybody in every month. So what ended up happening was we kind of kept some things about the Northside calendar and made them very similar and added them to kind of the B calendar, the B option. So what you're seeing in front of you. So the calendar option that you see in front of you incorporates Northside's, but it also embeds some breaks that we felt were important to have in our 25-26 calendar. Okay. Are there any questions about what you're seeing in front of you? We do have a start date of August 11th. And I'm already thinking spring break here. And then an end date, though, of May 21st. So we would be ending before that Memorial Day weekend. And again, when we talk about the previous amendment to the DOI, that was important to actually make having this calendar be brought up for consideration. So since it does start second Monday.
Can you explain what the flex days are in November?
The flex days allow for, and actually, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It allows for teachers to receive the necessary days that they are required to do training. So we require about 13 hours of online training for teachers, including 2 hours of cybersecurity, anything that they have for child abuse, homelessness, everything. And so this allows them to have that time They can do their online study at any time, but we actually do their days. Historically, about 5 years ago, what we used to do was require teachers in the summer to take 6 hours of training and then bring us the report, and then we would credit them the days for those 2 days. Instead, we already required them to do 13 hours. Why make them do additional hours on top of that? We just give them credit. So our job in HR is to ensure that everybody receives their 13 hours of training, and we give them credit for 2 days of PD, because PD is about 6 hours in a day.
Have we always had 3 days off in April?
We usually have the Friday, for Good Friday, the Monday of Easter, because historically we don't have a lot of students that come, and then Battle of Flowers, but you know, this year it's different in the 25 year because it's in May, but yes, we typically have 3 days off in April if Easter falls in April.
Okay, so Easter is April 5th? Okay. And then the 24th is the Battle of Flowers?
Correct.
It's much later this year. Oh, well,
This coming year, yes.
and then no days off in May.
Because they'll be out before the Memorial Day, so they really have 3 weeks.
There's like 2 months, 2 weeks.
We still kept the 173-day number of instructor days for students, just like this year, so it remains the same.
Last year, did we start like around August 19th? Or this school year that we're in right now?
We started the third Monday in August, so it's a little change in this one.
Moving it up.
We were one of only 8 districts that started as late as we did. We received that from Region 20. We asked them to give us a rundown of that. We have that list if you would like to see it also. It tells us when the spring breaks were, when people started, when people finished. And so what ended up happening was we voted on our calendar last November, didn't realize everybody was kind of changing their calendar to move up. So in middle schools and other extracurricular, they had a week more practice, a week more time with their students and their bands and everything because we started so late. Some of them started 2 weeks earlier than we did. So we wanted to make sure that we took a look at the calendars around us. A lot of our employees have families. They live in the North District, and we wanted to make sure we considered where they were starting. We also left an option C available to our staff, which was a later start date, just to see what our staff would like, but they did not vote for that. Option B that allowed for the break was the one that was strongly selected from our staff.
And when you sent it out, how many people voted on it?
Almost 700.
700.
Oh,
And what is that staff number?
2 people.
2,400?
I would say about 2,200, yes.
And then also, since we're gonna be starting in August, which is historically the hottest month of the year, are we taking that into consideration for our electricity bill?
Well, I think that
Because we don't have all the, are we running the same kind of electricity?
Well, we will have, if the students are here, normally that time of year, we already have teachers and everybody in as well. So we already have staff really working at the campuses, so we already have.
We already have it all, okay.
Any other questions? I'll entertain a motion. For a motion and a second, the board approve the proposed calendar for Southwest ISD 2025-26 school year. Hearing no other questions, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion passes.
Thank you.
Eight, business and finance. Item A, consider approval of construction materials testing for One Little Island project.
It's Thomas's show now.
I'm doing some other ones first.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. Okay, so this is for construction materials testing at the Alvarado Elementary School. As you know, in the 2023 bond, Marmon Mock and Joris are working together on that job for us. It is a requirement of the district to have a third-party construction materials testing firm. So we have an active RFP where we have 7 approved vendors. ECS Southwest LLP is one of those pre-approved vendors, and we reached out to them for them to give us a not-to-exceed amount for all the construction materials testing that needs to be done during this elementary project. And like everything else, the numbers have gone up considerably. So their not-to-exceed amount is $198,431. Now, that's not, usually we don't spend that full amount, but that of what they tell us, but we're just making sure we have it covered for the project. So our recommendation is that the board approve ECS as the construction materials testing lab for the new Alvarado Elementary project in the amount of $198,431, and that would be funded by the 2023 bond. It's concrete, asphalt, welds, everything that goes into the building. There's a list of special inspections that are required to be done, and so we hire, instead of having the contractor or the architect hire a company, then we always do that ourselves. These same companies, on top of construction materials testing, also do our geotechnical testing.
I move.
I second.
We have a motion and a second to approve ECS as a construction material testing lab for the new Alvarado Elementary project in the amount not to exceed $198,431. Hearing no other questions, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Consider approval of architectural services for the district-wide fencing project.
Yes, sir. So as part of the 2023 bond, we had money set aside for safety and security. This project will be adding, we've already gone through and done the window glazing, the film on all of the buildings, so we're meeting the requirement there. This is the next phase of that. We're going to be trying to make sure that we are compliant at all of our playgrounds and exterior areas of the buildings for the kids. So we have reached out. Alamo Architects is one of our pre-approved vendors from the RFP, our architectural firm's RFP 2223-111. So we have met with them and negotiated a 3.5% overall fee on the construction costs. We anticipate the construction costs being somewhere between $7 and $7.5 million for that, and it covers all 18 campuses. It will be doing all fences. There will be a combination of types of fence, whether it be the wrought iron look that we have like in front of Southwest Elementary. We're also going to be in some areas to save costs and get a better value for the district. There's going to be some welded wire panels in some areas, and some areas that 8-foot chain link will meet the requirement for what we need. So we're trying to keep it, dress it up as nice as we can in the front in areas that are seen by the visitors and staff and students. In areas that we don't necessarily need the aesthetic look, we're going to go with the 8-foot chain link to try and save money, but still meet the requirements of what TEA is asking us to do. So we're recommending that the board approve Alamo Architects to provide architectural services to the district for the district-wide fencing project at, with the amount of 3.5% on the overall construction cost. We also, this is going to be funded by the 2023 bond, but we also have within the district $3.8 million worth of grant funds that we got from the Safe Schools grant. We'll utilize that money first, and then whatever is remaining from that will be used from fund balance. I mean, from the bond funds, sorry. No, not, no, that's the next one. No, I'm just joking.
Questions?
Thomas, the
Yes.
fences that we already put up, the fencing, is that staying? Or
Yes,
is
ma'am.
that going to-
No, everywhere that we've already put something up, those will all stay. We're going to match that same look in the front of all the campuses, but there are specific places where we have to put the 6-foot non-scalable fence, or at least a 6-foot non-scalable fence. So anywhere that kids are going to be outside in that area, we'll be doing that, but we're still going to aesthetically put the wrought iron look in front of all the campuses to match what we have at Crewald, Big Country, I'm sorry, not Crewald, Scobie, Big Country, McNair, Elm Creek, Southwest Elementary, And then we're doing all of that to try and make it match it
And
aesthetically.
are those that we set up already, are they 6 foot?
Yes, ma'am.
They are.
Yes, ma'am.
What happens to the areas that are, that we have housing behind, that they have the wood fence? Do they have to be scaled also?
We will end up coming back in all of those areas, talking with the architect. We're going, because right now most of those areas only have a 6-foot chain link, which doesn't meet the standard. So in those, we're gonna have to take that 6-foot chain link down and we'll put up an 8-foot chain link right next to it in the same place. Because all of the fences are on our property lines and then the houses fences abut our property. So we would take the old 6-foot down and put an 8-foot in its place.
Thomas, who did the architectural work on fencing over together?
Ed Garcia and Rafael Barajas. I didn't- But no, Ed Garcia kind of did the initial design, and then Rafael, while he was here, was doing the other projects and putting out the drawings for us. Because of the fact that there's 18 campuses involved and the amount of drawings and stuff, I'm not sure if me and Billy could handle that job.
And then, well, the other piece to it is that, with the safety funds can only be used specifically for the safety part. The ornamental fence that we're putting in the front, that does not meet compliance, that's not gonna matter to the state funding, so we're having to piecemeal this with safety, with beautification, and with architect, we think the fee is low enough that it will really help us, almost creating 2 different packages when we're doing this, because the state are gonna ask us for your probably documentation of what we're purchasing with these funds, and they're not gonna let us use the funds to just put the ornamental funds, fence up in front of the building, that's not security.
Okay, thank you. Any other questions? We have a motion, a second, the board consider that we approve Alamo Architects to provide architectural services for district-wide fencing project at 3.5% of total construction cost. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
No other questions? All in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. What's next, Tom?
So next item, sir, is the design development drawings for Southwest Legacy High School. So this is an action item. Rafael and Raul are here to do the presentation for that design development. And I guess there'll be an action item after they're done with their presentation. Appreciate it.
Awesome, thank you.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for allowing us the opportunity to present to you this evening. Again, my name is Raul Llanas with Pfluger, and we're going to be kind of going over the presentation for the design development, and we kind of get started. So this may look a little familiar. We kind of went through some of this during the schematic design phase of the project. Really, the 4 major components of the scope of work have really remained unchanged. The sort of meat and potatoes of the scope are to providing a new building addition that will include some general classrooms. Along with that will be a choir suite. We're also going to be looking at potentially addressing the cosmetology, some ventilation upgrades in there if necessary. And then lastly, looking at adding an exterior canopy at the weld shop. So this is just a list of the program of spaces. Like I mentioned, the majority part of the scope is going to be the general classrooms. We are providing the 22 general classrooms, fine arts component, which is a choir suite, and all of its support spaces, and as well as some additional building support spaces, such as security resource officer. We got general office, workroom, restrooms, group restrooms, staff restrooms, things of that nature as well. So we're roughly around a little over 32,000 square feet in terms of the overall size of the building addition. In terms of the overall sort of site plan and kind of where this building addition will be located, we're really kind of at the end of the existing classroom wing. Kind of fits really nicely. And this project, actually, when it was originally designed, was designed to sort of accept an addition to it. So that was really kind of worked out really many years ago. So this works out really fine. The exterior canopy, like I mentioned, is on the back end of the campus, adjacent to the weld lab. In terms of the way the floor plans sort of lay out, the first and second floor are almost kind of, they're stacked on top of each other, so there's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of efficiencies in doing that. We do have 12 classrooms located on the first floor, sort of flanking on sort of all three sides of the building addition. We do have the group restrooms, staff restrooms, workrooms, those sorts of support spaces sort of in the core part of the building. And again, we're kind of stacking those on top of each other to kind of create those efficiencies in terms of construction. On the second floor, again, almost identical. This one does have 10 general classrooms. We also have the choir suite and its support spaces on that second floor as well. We're really kind of tying in the building and really utilizing an existing corridor of the existing classroom wing to sort of transfer into our new building. In terms of the building exterior, just to kind of refresh everybody's sort of memory of Legacy High School, there is some predominant sort of materials out there, face brick, there is glass, we do have some metal panels, so we certainly wanted to utilize a lot of the same materials to kind of maintain that consistency within our building addition. We just wanted to make sure it looks like an extension of the existing building and not an add-on. So in terms of what this sort of building, what we're proposing this building to kind of look like, we did do a little bit of an update from the schematic design where we kind of introduced face brick on the exterior of this. I think previously we had some metal panels. Because that choir hall now is on the second floor, we got general classrooms. We just kind of really felt that doing face brick really kind of it tied in a lot better and within the context of the existing building. And then from a pricing and economical standpoint, it works a little bit better to maintain that sort of same type of material throughout the building addition. So this is a view from the other side where we have also some opportunities to kind of help sort of brand and provide some signage on the building exterior as well. And that could be the Southwest logo, it could be the Titan logo. I think we got some great opportunities to kind of play with that component. This is the view from the sort of the back end, really kind of looking at those classrooms. Again, really maintaining the same architectural language that we currently have in the existing building. In terms of the building interior, again, we got just a couple of photographs of the existing building. If you recall, there's a lot of polished concrete. There's some sort of nice, open, tall spaces in there. Kind of variety of different sort of materials. So we want to, again, utilize that same language on the interior. This is a building addition, so obviously some of these spaces are a little bit at a grander sort of volume. We wanted to kind of utilize that same language, but just kind of scale it down a little bit. So in terms of what this kind of could potentially look like in terms of the volume, these are a couple of interior renderings that just kind of show that sort of centerpiece of the addition and really trying to create a little bit of openness so it doesn't feel as confined, but really kind of having that really just kind of open up, have some nice glass to get some natural light into the space and just making sure it doesn't sort of appear too dark. So in this particular image, we've got classrooms flanking on either side with a nice sort of stairwell kind of connecting both pieces. On the second floor, kind of looking down, that sort of opening in between in that sort of major part of that corridor space. Again, we've got classrooms flanking on either side, but really just kind of create sort of a nice space on the interior where you can kind of look down and really kind of have sort of an openness to it. Just a quick shot of the exterior canopy. Like I mentioned, we are kind of adding this component to the existing weld lab building portion on the backside of the campus. just to try to give them a little bit more sort of elbow room out there to do their, some of the work that they're doing out there. In terms of project schedule, and I'm sorry, was there any questions on, yes ma'am?
So on the page that shows the young man with the backpack and the other girl walking down, it says exterior building rendering.
Yes.
Okay, so that little cutout area, that's part of the new addition, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm curious why that doesn't have any kind of canopy and the exterior building rendering, the next slide has that big old thing. Is that already there and that canopy, is that part of the new construction?
That's, yes ma'am, that'll be part of the new addition on the sort of backside of that building.
Okay, so just out of curiosity, why don't we have one on that?
Go back to the last.
I believe that in the side view, go back one more. That,
Yeah.
so on that side view there, the exterior door actually has a second floor over the top of it, so it kind of has a built-in canopy on it. You can't really tell from the
Yeah, I couldn't
the
tell.
dark on the picture, but that door is actually set back in, and there's the second floor overhangs it, so it kind of acts as the canopy.
Right, the two entrances and exits out of this building both have canopies to them. This front shot, if you notice on the right-hand side, it's got the pair of doors with the canopy above it. That's part of the existing building. Right when it kind of turns that corner where that tree is in the corner, that's where the building addition starts. But there are really no entrances or exits out of that side. It's when you get over to this side, right on the left-hand side where it's shaded, the building is shaded, that's an entry point right there, and there is a canopy right above that.
It goes, but it doesn't go to the end of the building.
No.
Correct.
Okay. But on the back side, it goes past the end. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's how the backside on the other part of the building does.
Correct.
So it's kind of matching, it's already aesthetically on the backside, the other one does that. That other side one, we don't intend for that side door to be used. Parking.
Oh, okay.
It's more of an exit because we make sure that that's, we'll have secure fence around, it's not a place where people will be hacking it.
Okay,
So people aren't gonna gather there and wait for anything?
okay.
It's that one right there.
It's in the one in the bottom left.
Yeah, I see. Okay. All right, as long as they're not gonna be
Correct.
a lot of traffic.
It's gonna be more for like, it's a fire drill where you need to get out of the building, that, they should be using those.
Yeah, part of the requirement is for us to have two exits, egress exits for fire. So that's the reason we have those sort of two exits there.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Any other questions on any portion of the design?
On the
Yes,
photo
ma'am.
where the two girls are there, there's not gonna be a rail there, is that what you mean?
There is.
So they put up their-
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, there'll be a full railing system there. Yes, ma'am.
That was my thought. I'm
Yeah.
like,
So as we're moving on to the next phase, the interior designers will come in and they're
Right.
starting to populate these images and get you more finished product.
Right. We just wanted to kind of show you at least what the volume of those spaces kind of look like. But yes, we're currently in the process of developing all those little details. So that is actually a really good catch that you picked that up. But yes,
whenever
absolutely.
you say open spaces.
Right.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. We do have some nice protective guardrails on that second floor. Just Any other questions on the design, floor plans? I can kind of move on to just kind of where we're at in terms of schedule. So we're here obviously during the design development in November. So should we receive approval tonight to move forward, we will begin the construction documents aspect of it, which will be completed in January. So we'll be back and provide everyone an update in January as we kind of complete the construction document portion of it. And then once we get that completed, what we're attempting to do is having the we have two packages in terms of how we're releasing this, and the reason we're really doing that is to try to get shovels in the ground a little bit quicker and allow the contractor a little bit more time to be able to complete the project by the summer of '26. So that's the bigger reason we're trying to get that first package out. So we're anticipating to have shovels in the ground in March of '25 of this coming year, to be completed by the end of June of '26.
Any other questions? I'll entertain a motion. We have a motion and a second that we approve the design development drawings that have been presented by Fluger Architects for Southwest Lake High School additions project. Hearing no other questions, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Greenwald Road.
Yes, sir. So, Greenwald Road, School of the Arts, the renovation project, we have package one tonight. Package one includes the installation of the portables and all of the utilities that go with it, along with asphalt laying and some site work that needs to happen. So Huckabee has been working with Marksman General Contractors on this project. Currently, they bid it out 2 weeks ago. They vetted all of the subs for this first package, and it came back at the amount of $1,001,346 to be funded by the 2023 bond. And this is going to this number for this portable package sounds larger than the other two projects that are this kind of the same scope, due to the fact that there is considerable more amount of electrical work that needs to be done. On top of, they're also paving the back parking lot prior to putting the portables down. So there's some work that normally would just go in with the regular job, but it's going to go into this package one, so it's done and out of the way when we set the portables. So the recommendation is that the board approve the guaranteed max price for package one at Greenwald Elementary School of the Arts for the amount of $1,001,346.
We have a motion and a second on the package one, Greenwald Elementary School of the Arts renovation project, not to exceed $1,001,346, with the district staff to negotiate terms and conditions on the GMP. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Thank you, Tomas. Southwest Legacy High School roof repair.
Yes, sir. So the Southwest Legacy was built and opened in 2017. Since that time, we have had some issues and failures with the roof system. Both the roofing manufacturer and the roofing installer have since gone out of business. With that being said, we do have some issues that need to be taken care of on that roof. So we're proposing to do this because of the damage it's causing inside the building. We're proposing to do this now and not wait to put it and lump it in with the legacy project like we originally had talked about. So district staff reached out to Brazos Urethane Incorporated. Brazos Roofing is the company that did Elm Creek and Greenwald, both for us. They've been a really good contractor. They are also a member of the Choice Partners Cooperative. So we're using that Choice Partners Cooperative to get this quote from Brazos Urethane. We were able to convince the company that took over the manufacturer to give us the material. So this is really just a labor portion of it. They did not have it. The warranty did not get transferred, but they're trying to make it right by giving us at least the material portion of what needs to be done on this. So through that, the labor costs for Brazos, on top of, we are also going to, our recommendation is to pay an 8 cents or 8 to 12 cent, well, I'm sorry. It's 8-year extended warranty to cover the life of the warranty of what we should have originally had for 12 cents per square foot of the existing roof. So That came out to around $24,000, I believe, that we're paying to have the new Acela Roofing take on the warranty through the remaining 8 years with Brazos as the installer. So our recommendation would be to approve this contract to make all the roof repairs at Legacy as needed and to extend that warranty for the remaining 8 years for an amount of $190,400. And that will be funded by the 2023 bond fund. There were additional funds that we have to do that with in that project. So I don't know if anybody has any questions for me. I know that was kind of messy, the way I talked.
I second.
The motion seconded, we approve the Brazos urethane for the Southwest Legacy High School roof repair project not to exceed the contract amount of $190,400. Hearing no other questions, all in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Okay, CNI, special programs. Okay, one more thing?
Yes, I'd like to remind everybody and invite the board, tomorrow we're having the introduction of our new K-9 unit at Crewell Road, and the reason we're having it there is there was a class that won the naming of the dog, so we'd like to invite everybody there tomorrow at 11 o'clock. We'd also like to thank Gary Joris and Joris Construction for the very generous donation, so all our employees can receive a turkey, and we'll be giving those out tomorrow from 2 to 6. We're using Traders Village because, as you know, we have a lot of traffic congestion here. So from 2 to 6, if any board member would like to join us tomorrow, we will have that. We also, tomorrow night, will be having our cast STEM extravaganza from 6 to 8 at Palo Alto in the San Marcos Hall. And then, of course, I think everybody's aware that our Southwest Dragons will be playing Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial on Friday at 7. And then please don't forget, each board member, you're getting some beautiful Christmas cards that we hope that you will use to send out, and they were all created by our students that you saw won the contest tonight.
Thank you. Now we're going to close session. As permitted by sections 551.001-551.146, pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.074, and pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.076 and 551.089, we will now go into closed session at 7:42.
We'll call the meeting back to order at 8:41. Going to item 12A, consider approval of superintendent's recommendation on personnel and administrator employment, resignation, reassignments, leave of absence, contract review.
I move that we approve the superintendent's recommendation